Hello, this random person here. Um, I was really bored, started messing with Redstone. I'm actually decent at Redstone. I had a few ideas, so I made a world and started messing around. Went to the nearest NPC village to play around at. I don't know, I just like NPC villages. But, tested out the zombie siege thing that they did. The zombies ended up destroying all the wooden doors. I didn't know they could do that. But yes, the zombies break down the freaking doors. They actually destroy the door, apparently. Because all the doors in this entire village are gone. Anyway, so I was messing around with Redstone. Everyone should know about this. It's the simple wheat farm auto miner. I'll do it real quick. I don't have any commands. This is completely vanilla. All of this was built in vanilla. You can build this all with vanilla. Blah 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 blah. So, bone meal. Nah, not pumpkins. Where is it? Grrr. Seeds. There. So I'm not gonna plant the entire farm, but over there, a little bit over here. Just to kind of show that it does cover the entire area. So anyway, so there's that. And then obviously you just flip the switch, some pistons open, the entire place floods. Wait for all the stuff to float to the bottom. Some things will be lost on the corner over there. I probably need to fix that. Flip the switch again. This water goes off. And then all of the flows lead to the middle here. I think, did we even lose anything over the edge? Maybe. Anyway. This was like the first thing I built on this world. I'm going in the order of the things I built. So, well, some things I built at the same time of each other. But anyway, pick it all up, blah, blah, blah. You can go on with your day. Replant it. Doesn't take very long. Although with the way I farm, and I'll just show it to you real quick, I guess. The way I farm actually would take about the same amount of time to replant it as it would to, oh my gosh, seeds and bone meal. Well, the bone meal is just to kind of show you real quick. So I'll just do these 2 rows. Okay, so the way I farm is really simple. Obviously, I'm not getting any seeds. I mean, any supplies because I'm in creative mode. But what I do is I basically destroy and plant at the same time, like really quickly. Anyway, just gonna plant this farm real quickly. The water that supplies the hydration is back behind here and in front of here, so it is completely hydrated. Water hydrates for 5 blocks in case you didn't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have made this 3 blocks farther back, but this was just a really test. This was just a test. Obviously, with enough sticky pistons, you could build this in survival. You could probably build it with pistons, but I only mess with sticky pistons because they're so much easier to work with, unless I need to work with pistons because sometimes they are required. Anyway, there's that. So, automatic farmer. Here is probably the coolest thing I've ever done with redstone. You've probably seen it before. I got the original idea from some random YouTube video. It's actually a really popular design. But, boom, back it goes. The difference with mine is it's double-sided. It's completely flat on both sides. obviously I use a T flip-flop for the buttons. I love T flip-flops. Flip-flops. But you push the button, both sides are the same. They're both flat on the outside. So if you've seen my Minecraft creations video where I show you the underground dome, it's the same door. The one thing I did here though is all of these lights go out when it's open. You could actually wire it with these lights, and it's just really simple. You could actually wire it throughout your entire base, and whenever your door is open, a bunch of lights turn off, indicating that your door is open, in case you're too far away to hear the sound of the pistons. So like you could have it set up like that, kind of like a warning if someone's trying to get into your base. You know, someone, because obviously, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, well, obviously, if there's just a button here, it's really easy to find. If you had a pressure plate hidden, this was just a quick little test thing. Basically, it's a one-way door, although that lets you out. So it's a one-way door, and and a light switch with a wooden door and some villagers back here. And basically, when zombies show up, they'll actually wander into this area. They'll actually like walk into here and get trapped in there as they try to beat down that door and get to the villagers. It's just a small little idea I had. So it could be used as kind of a mob trap kind of thing. Because the zombies would be trapped in that room with no way to get out. Let's see. Next I did this. I had an idea, which actually turned out to be that. But I needed to figure out how to make one of these, this is just one single part of the door over there. You know, flat on the outside, etc., etc. It's just one single one, and what I was looking at was one, and then if I could turn it horizontally, like this one, where it's a flat roof, but whoa, it's a flat roof, but still works. Then there's these pistons down here. Anyway, so I did this, and this is actually, it could be used for something. If you put a mob spawner right here where this diamond block is, completely sealed off this area where mobs couldn't spawn, like say you put a not a silverfish, that'd be bad, a pig spawner, and you made this into grass, right? Well, pigs can only spawn on grass, but there's no room for them to spawn, but pigs are only one block big. So when this is opened, pigs can actually spawn, and they can actually walk out of here. But when it's closed, they have no room to spawn. Another thing is, you could use this kind of like in my temple of my creations video, where there's that one block opening. You could have a pig spawner back here that has a bunch of pigs, and when you flip this switch, you can hold wheat or flour in your. Actually, I can show you it real quick. I'll just pig and wheat or whatever. Wheat. So there's a pig here. I need to seal it off a little bit more. So there's a pig in there. Flip the switch, hold the wheat. Pig on demand. So yeah, that's one use of it. Whatever. It's a baby pig. Anyway, so this does actually have a use for it. You could use it as kind of like a way to get pigs out through wheat. Mixed with a dispenser. I don't know, you could do something with that, like have a dispenser spit a pig out into this, and then you're out here and you hold the wheat and the pig comes out, instead of just the pig coming out of thin air. But anyway, what I did with it was this, which could be used as a very elaborate shower, I guess. But it could also be used as a drowning trap if you had it seal off, like if you had say, I don't know, like if this was, stairs, and the person was standing right, I don't know, right there. If the person's standing right here and those stairs, and like, anyway, I'm not gonna mess with it right now. Anyway, basically, if it sealed off completely where the person couldn't actually get out, that would, it could in fact be used as a drowning trap. This is just a giant thing I made that was actually the original idea. Actually, the original idea involved, there's a pig there. So the original idea actually involved lava. So there was lava, and it would fall, and the person in here, because the stairs go up, like this thing around it goes up, this thing in the middle goes down one, and this opens up and waterfalls, right? Well, if you do it with lava, when you cut it off, the lava would just kind of float there. It wouldn't die down. Lava is really annoying like that. I couldn't figure out a way to easily fix it with this design, so I didn't. I just made it water. Like I said, you could turn this into a death trap if, like, you had blocks come off and, you know, not even there. Since these go up. So if there was, like, if this was here, like that, obviously, you know, even if they swim up, they can't get out. And then if the actual, that up there, which actually opens up and lets the water out, was actually right here instead, they have enough room to walk into it. They do not have enough room to get out of it. So they can walk into this little corridor, and then person up there pushes the button, and then they die. Could be used as like a trial, which is how I kind of have it set up here, where the person on trial kind of, you know, sits here, looks up at the person trying them, and then if they're found guilty, they're drowned to death. And then their stuff is perfectly safe because they died in water. So then after they die, they could set the trap down, let the water all go down, someone comes and picks up their stuff. Very simple to do. Kind of complicated redstoning. And then, yeah. So, yeah, that's like that. This works just like that over there, and just like this, except with 4 of them. It's kind of hard to figure out at first, but once you figure it out, it's not that hard at all. So, as you can see, there's 4. It goes up and over, just like all the other ones. So, let's move on now to this. And this has like a small story to go with it. So imagine you're on a faction server. You have this entire place saved as your faction, so they can't destroy blocks. And you run. They're like kind of far away from you. Very basic door. This is one. You come in here. You're in your base. It's nighttime. Let me go to sleep real quick. So you're in your base. You don't know if they're gonna find your switch or not. So you hit this button, and down comes lava. There's a hole right there. Lava falls through. Boom. You're now safe. There's a wall of lava here. Now the reason I didn't seal it off completely, because obviously if you own the faction, you could just close it off and they wouldn't be able to break through. Well, what if you get locked out of your house? Yes, you can break the blocks, but what if someone, you know, like knows about your faction, is allowed to be here, then they can just jump into the lava, try their best to get through, jump into the water. Now, obviously, lava is a pain in the ass to clean up. So I have to destroy all of the blocks of lava at the same time. Otherwise, it just stays and doesn't disappear. Here, I'll show you actually real quick. So let's make a small hole. There. Do 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 do. So, 2 blocks of lava. Lava goes down. There. There's still 2 layers of lava, even though I destroyed the top layer. There's still a layer of lava, except it goes away because it only had that small layer to go with. But for example, if we go even higher up, it just, I mean, you can already see what's going to happen, but basically, lava goes down. So how I had it originally was, oopsie. Well, fuck. Okay, how I had it originally was these 2 blocks were blocked off. There's actually a block above them that stays on, but these 2 were blocked off. Well, the lava's still there. It didn't go down at all. And you have to actually, and obviously if I destroyed the block below it, but not the block above it, then obviously the lava would still be there. So anyway, that's why I had to do it like this, where this all closes in, and boom, lava dies. This goes down a block, this opens up, lava, which is up here, falls in. Simple enough. But that doesn't finish this off. As you could probably notice, there is a lot of redstoning here. Now, there is one more trick here. So obviously the person who knows where they're going would step right on this, open the door. But then the person who's chasing you, you know, they come in, you're already in your house, you're safe. They're looking around. They know you have a hidden door here. Oh my god, it's an obvious pressure plate. How could they be so stupid? And boom. Problem solved. Now, you can actually try to escape from that. It is really hard. But, I mean, if you could fly, it'd be easy. But, like, you have to know it's coming and jump diagonally. You have to jump onto this block diagonally. Now, if it's gone, all you have to do is walk diagonally. And you're safe. Another thing is holding shift saves you because of this here. But if that's not there, like holding shift will save you from this. As you can see, it kind of, oh, but walking sideways, it's literally impossible. So it is actually possible to survive this trap if you just hold shift. It'll either push you, if there's a block here, which makes the pressure plate more obvious, it just pushes you onto it. And if there's not one there, you just kind of sit on the pressure plate for longer. Well, actually, it pushes you, what's it do? It pushes you off the pressure plate, but you're still, it's kind of confusing. I don't really understand what's happening right there. You're just kind of like not on the pressure plate, but on the block, and then pressure plate goes off, and this shuts, and then you're safe. So yes, you can survive this. But if you're completely unexpecting it, just kind of walk, boom, dead. So obviously, you know, you don't want to have a sign there. You would just want lava. Or it could be a fall trap where they fall to their death and you can claim their stuff, or a drown trap where they sit there and drown to death, although on a faction server they could just do dash home. On vanilla, you know, you couldn't have your house protected, so they would have just broke straight in anyway. But yeah, there's that. So double protection. You have to have your house protected for this to work, because otherwise, they just come in and break the block and then break the sticky piston, and just keep going, and eventually get into your house, and then you're all fucked. But in protection factions, as long as they don't have enough power to claim your faction, they don't have enough power to fuck you over. Anyway, if you want a tutorial on any of the things I just showed you, they're all not that hard. This is probably the hardest thing to make just because it's 3 things in one. But don't ask for all 3 of these together. Ask for just one thing. If you want a tutorial on the lava trap or the lava wall, which would be this thing, then ask. You probably don't want a tutorial on that simple door simply because of this door, which if you cut in half and only did half of it would actually be this door, except the thing is, this door, which is 6 blocks, it's a hell of a lot easier to make if it's only 4 blocks, like the other one, which is over there. There's actually a different way to do them. The 6 blocks one require a hell of a lot more resources. All of these could possibly be made in vanilla, without survival. I mean, in survival vanilla, it would be possible. Kind of hard, but possible. I've done stuff like that before. Oh, there's a lava wall there. And yes, going through that much lava, you can actually survive. That's why the water has to be so close, though, because you don't have very many hearts left when you pop out, and you're still on fire. But yes, so, I need to close this off. So if you want a tutorial on this lava wall, you can ask. If you want a tutorial on the lava pit trap, just ask. If you want a tutorial on this door, which would be pretty easy, just ask. Or if you would prefer the smaller, less resource demanding door, which would be this without so much, I will do both those in the same video. So if you just want a door like this, ask. This thing could be made from that door. It's really simple. In fact, you could probably just look at this video and see how to make it. Actually, I could just show you really quickly. It has to have a redstone torch under here, redstone torch under this, delay this set to max, this set to 2, redstone torch here. This is on, this is off. Flip the switch. Wait. Oh. Psh, I'm stupid. Now this is on, and this down here is off. Wait, is it off? No, it's on. This is on, and this is on. Yes. Duh. It's both on. Then you flip the switch. Both torches are off. This actually, the torch under here doesn't matter if it's on or off right now. Just that it's on when this is over it. So, I guess that doesn't matter at all. But anyway, it's just 2 pistons here. Sticky pistons are required with 2 different delays. This one has to push first, and then this one. And the reason for that is this block has to be pushed before this block, because as soon as this block is pushed, it pushes forward. If this block is not here, which I'll just show you that real quick. If that block is not there in time, it does that, which isn't what you want. Obviously, you want it to do that. I mean, unless you do want it to do this. Oops. If you want it to do that, just put 1 piston right there. Problem solved. Anyway. But there's that. This thing, if you want a tutorial for how to do this really simple thing, ask for that, because this is part of that. Actually, I could probably just show you this too. All this does is exactly like this. I mean, if you want a tutorial for that, ask for the water elevator death trap something. Water elevator death trap something. There you go. This is just really simple. Torch here. That could always be on. It doesn't matter if it's on or off, just like down there. All this does is power the... Actually, yes, it does matter if it's on or off, because it has to turn off, let this come up, before this pulls out. So, yes, scratch everything I just said about the torch under there not mattering. I am retarded. The torch under here decides when this one gets pulled back, which decides if this is able to be pulled sideways. Anyway, so redstone torch here. Then these are connected here. This is off and this is off. This controls this, which is basically the same thing as down there. Top one max delay, bottom one not as much. You could also do this upside down, where this pushes up instead of down, and it would be the opposite, where this is max and this is not. And all it does is gets pushed forward. This turns on and pushes it down. Then also, when you flip the switch again, because of the delays here, this one makes it pull up, and then it pulls back. So, see? Up, over. Over, down. Up, over. Over, down. So, there you go. Down here is basically just pistons. That's it. Nothing special down there. So if you want a tutorial on this water elevator death trap thingy, because you could use this as an toggleable water elevator, where instead of having that sealed off at the top, it's not. And I might give a tutorial on this bottom part down here, but it's really simple. It's just pistons. That'll be the double-sided hidden door, water elevator death trap thingy. This will be the lava pit trap, and then the other thing's the lava wall. Lava wall. If anybody wants a tutorial on any of these objects, ask for it. I'm not gonna make it unless someone asks for it. I just gave you a quick tutorial on these two things. Hope you don't mind. Probably made this video pretty long. If you happen to want a tutorial on this, I will do it. I don't mind. It's really simple. All it is a couple of pistons that pull these blocks down. All it does is pull these blocks straight down, and then there's water behind it. That's it. That's all. But if you want a tutorial on it, because it's kind of a little tricky, as you can see, I don't know, it's pretty simple. But still, whatever. If you want a tutorial on this, just ask. That'll be the automatic wheat farm. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. Hope you liked my redstone creations. These all have practical purposes. They could all be used for something. Lava trap could be used kind of as obviously as a trap, but kind of like a deterrent, because if you have a bunch of those around your base, and then you have a base with a hidden pressure plate that opens your actual door, people would be less likely to try to break into your base because they keep dying and losing all their crap. Obviously, nobody likes to die and lose all their stuff. Especially just to try to get into someone else's territory when you don't even know, what they have in there, if it's worth it or whatever. Obviously, the lava wall is useful as a theft deterrent as well, because if you're walking down a hallway and you see a wall of lava in front of you, your first thought is not, let's see if I can make it through it and see if there's water on the other side. Your first thought is, that's going to kill me. And you might not even make it to the other side. It's not a guarantee you're gonna make it. Even if there is water. Even if there was water right there. Not a guarantee you're gonna, well, actually it'd have to be right here. But yeah. So hope you liked the video. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, all that jazz. And have a nice day. Have a nice day. Oh, before I forget, for those of you who have actually watched this video this far, if you have any ideas for stuff I can build using any of these components, any of these, you know, ideas, or any new ideas I could do with redstone, maybe stuff that hasn't already been done, maybe an idea that you had, because this was just a random idea I had, and I made it work. I didn't know if I could make it work, but I did. All of these, except for this over here, were just random ideas that I made work. And obviously except for the door here. Because this was a random idea I had based on someone else's idea, because they made the original door, and I got their idea, I got their design, and then I just modified it so it was double-sided and worked on both sides. But besides that, anyway, that was kind of a ramble. Yeah. If you have any redstone ideas that you think are possible, you just don't know how to do them yourself, shoot them my way. I'll give them a shot. If they sound interesting, try them out and see what I can do. I'm pretty good at marking with pistons and stuff like that, but I'm also good at, you know, other stuff. Like, if I can work with a piston, I can work with a dispenser. If I can work with a dispenser, I can work with etc, etc. And I know how to do some other stuff besides T flip-flops. For example, I can do I think it's called a bud switch, block update detector, where you can actually use, for example, a furnace, and you put a block into the furnace, and when the furnace turns on, the door opens, and when the furnace runs out, the door closes. I know how to do those, so if you have any ideas pertaining to those, I can do it. Like, for example, you can make a base that inside your base there's a furnace. There's a bunch of furnaces, but when you turn on one certain furnace, a secret door opens to a chest room. You know, something kind of cool like that. I might try that now that I've been thinking about it. But yeah, hope you like the dark. This video should have ended a few minutes ago. I am so sorry. I talk a lot. Have a nice day. And oh, one thing really quickly. I figured out how you could turn this into a drowning trap. I just wasn't thinking about it when I was actually making the video. But anyway, you just do this all the way around. Then you put actually, no, let's not even do it right there. Let's just do it right here. You put stairs here. Grr. So that to get into the room, you walk through the stairs. And then while you're here, somebody flips this switch. All of a sudden, you're trapped in here. There's no way out, and you drown to death. And if you were standing right here when they flip the switch, you get pushed to one side. If you're standing anywhere else besides right here, you just kind of get trapped in the block. So it's not perfect, but it is a way you could actually do that. And yeah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah.